Quiet. You know, when you learn to appreciate when you're going live week after week, you feel like, it's a blessing to do this. It's a blessing to be back once again. Tonight, our special guest. You see how I'm cutting to the chase now? Something a little like Charlie Rose. I can't be like Charlie Rose. I can only be myself. But we have this incredible performer, singer, songwriter, Luthea Salom. Salom?
Salom. Yeah.
Salom. What is going on? There you go. We have a nice close-up there. It looks a little out of focus right now, but I guess it takes time to readjust. Thank you, Catherine. This is a lovely cover.
Thank you.
Such a lovely cover. Let me open it up. Just keep the camera, Catherine. You can go back to that. But I was kind of like, oh, this is such an interesting design. I said, who designed it? I did. You said, I did. So we can go back again. Guys, there you go. There you go. Now we're talking. And I don't have to yell. I have a microphone. I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
It's good to have you here.
I'm happy to be
It's
here.
good to have you here. I was doing, as always, I was doing my homework and seeing your work. It's pretty amazing. Your style is very nostalgic.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know, like it depends, like different songs sound more nostalgic, others sound more happy, or others sound more melancholic.
It's very interesting because you were born in Barcelona.
Yeah.
And then you went to Canada when you were a baby.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? And then you said you went back to Barcelona.
Yeah.
And you went to London.
Yes.
First. So you've been all over the world, and that's pretty amazing. Your journey is fascinating.
Oh,
so I want to hear your beginning, like I always do. I like to go back in time to see if we can hear the beginning, your first memory.
In the music?
In the music world. Do you remember when you decided to become a musician?
I started like wanting to become a singer when I was really, really young. Like I would put on these shows for my brother, like, you know, the bedroom that we shared and all that. And then when I was about 13 years old, I was invited by a jazz band, like in this village where my grandmother used to spend summers. They invited me to sing for them. And so we were hired in a restaurant and we played there for a whole summer. And that was, I think, the first time that I played in front of people.
And how was the first feeling? Thank you for taking some pictures, Jeremy. You see, I can hear the flash. Do you, like, even the experience to be in front of an audience, do you remember how you felt? You were nervous? You were kind of like, oh, no, I can do this.
I don't remember
You don't remember?
Nervous. No, I don't, actually. I think I was, you know, because it was a restaurant, so it was a different kind of atmosphere than an actual stage. So I think it was a good transition for me to go from, like, you know, more quieter environment to the stage, which I did later on.
Okay, that's pretty amazing. Now, what about your parents? I want to hear about them.
My parents are in the art world. They have.
What do they do?
They have an art gallery.
Okay.
And so I also have like painters in the family and playwrights and writers, and so I've always been surrounded by a lot of art and artistic people.
An artistic family.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of pressure?
No, actually,
no.
I was like the first one to pursue a career in music, so, you know.
What did they say when you went for music? They were shocked, they were happy, they were excited?
They actually didn't like it very much, I have to say.
Why?
Because my family is not like very musical, which is strange, but it's true. Like they like reading, you know, art. They're more like intellectual kind of people. So at the beginning they thought I was going to be like one of those, you know, rock and roll kind of girls, drugs and all that.
Right.
So they didn't quite understand it. But then with time they became really supportive.
What about writing music? We have, Gloria, I just can make a note of that. The Sissy Camacho, what I see in the bottom says no file, so you can take that out. You can take that out in the lower thirds, because you're using, guys, something that is no file. So that's even better. If you guys don't have the little bug, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I'd rather not use it at all. You see how I'm directing my show now? I always do this. Well, I have the monitor in front of me because things might go wrong. So when they do, I can see and say, okay, we can take care of that. So you guys don't even have to bother. The writing process. Writing a song. I heard when I was hearing your interviews on the internet that, you know, songs, they come to you. They can come to you anywhere. You can be anywhere. right?
Yeah, well, they come to me normally when I'm like holding a guitar or the ukulele, but I think that they are constantly forming with, you know, my life and my experiences and everything. And once they start coming to me, then yes, I can be dreaming about my song and finishing it while I'm asleep and things like that. But I have to first give birth to it, like with a guitar or a ukulele.
The ukulele, you don't hear that. It's the first time. You know when I saw the ukulele, like I have like a great memory when I saw Marilyn Monroe and Some Like It Hot. I don't know if you've seen that movie. It's a classic by Billy Wilder. Jack Lemmon is one of those movies that I love. And I remember her when she was singing that song. I forgot. But anyway, it's an instrument that people don't play very often, right?
Well, I think now it's becoming more popular, at least in my genre. Music, like indie, folk, pop singer-songwriters are starting to use it, yeah.
And how long does it take to learn it?
Well, if you play guitar, it's kind of like the same thing. The only thing that changes is the actual position of the chords. So.
Now with music, you can, like, in the way when you practice, when you rehearse, when you're writing, let's say when you're writing songs, you just keep practicing for hours, or you can just say, okay, I have 1 hour and that's it, I cannot do it anymore. Can you like lock yourself in the moment and be there for hours?
Yeah.
All day long? Oh, wow.
I can do that, yeah.
You can do that?
Especially when I'm writing. If I'm practicing, then it's a little more repetitive and it's a little more, you know, boring.
There's a lot of repetition involved, I guess.
In practicing.
But
when you're writing, for me, it's very, very fascinating.
Yeah, so. I bet. Does it make you tired sometimes? No?
No.
No?
No.
No.
Not writing.
Not writing.
Practicing, yeah.
Practicing is. Now, what kind of music do you like? What kind of stuff do you like to hear?
Well,
what's inspiring to you? I'm kind of wondering what do you like to listen to?
Singer-songwriters that have very strong lyrics, especially, and that quirky kind of music. And
what do you call strong lyrics?
Well, Bob Dylan would be like the strongest.
Right.
I like a girl
called...
called...
We're talking about a big icon.
Exactly. So I like a girl called Annie... wait a second, Anais Mitchell, she has amazing lyrics as well. And I don't know, there's, you know, a few around that I like.
What makes a great singer, in your opinion? What makes a great artist? This is a very subjective opinion, and I can hear the talking back there. That's
well, one thing is a singer, and a different thing is like a singer-songwriter.
Yes.
So what makes a good singer, I wouldn't know. I guess like good technique and a pretty voice. But a singer-songwriter, to me, is a person who can be honest and look for who she is or he is and transfer that into his or her work. That would be my definition.
Artists, I guess they have to be truly honest to themselves.
That's what I would say.
Right?
Yes.
But what about marketing? What about strategy? What about managers? What about people putting pressure on you saying, listen, you have to go this direction. I'm going this direction. I mean, do you find yourself frustrated sometimes when people say, okay, you got to go this way, but you might say, I want to go that way. How much are you willing to give and take in terms of your own work?
I don't know. I think everything is subjective, and some people might think that you could be like more famous if you went one direction or a different direction. But at the end of the day, I think that you have to be true to what you feel and to what you can defend. Right. So I try to do that. Now,
going to Europe, going to Barcelona, to London, what have you learned in those trips? It's very, a lot of stuff, I guess, a lot of experiences. But let's say about Barcelona, what triggers you? What turns you on about that wonderful city? I have to go there. I've never been there.
You have to, yeah.
But I heard that once you go there, you don't want to ever leave.
I know, yeah, it's true.
Is that true?
Yeah.
And people are very artistic, and they're very...
I don't know, I think there's like...
Special.
Like everywhere, there's everything.
Right.
But the city is very special because it has the sea right there, and then it has the mountains very nearby, and then it's got a very stable and nice weather, a bit like California type. And then, I don't know, in the city itself, the architecture and everything is also very beautiful.
It's beautiful. There's a lot of history there.
Yeah,
every street you go, there's always... Yeah. And you see a lot of artists, I guess, a lot of bohemians.
Yeah.
Like here?
Yeah, well, maybe less than here.
Maybe a little less.
Yeah.
No places like New York City. This is your favorite place. Which one is your favorite place?
I like New York City a lot, and I like Barcelona as well.
And what about London?
London I don't like so much, I have to say, because of the weather, and also it's very spread out.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, it's also a nice place.
It's a nice place. And I told you when you came by, I said to Ron, who's watching right there, right in front of us, and Dean Lauren, I said, oh my gosh, she looks like Patricia Clarkson. You do. You have to see who she is, and you will be amazed how similar you girls look like. Okay, so we're going to have you singing. This is a good time to have you singing. What are you going to sing for us?
I'm going to sing 3 songs from my album, Kick in the Head.
Why Kick in the Head? That's for the title.
Yeah, well, because I thought it was a record that came out as an awakening for me.
Uh-huh.
And it's also a line that you can find in my song Happy, which I'm going to sing tonight as well.
Now, I'm kind of, because I want to hear you, I guess I get to know your talent through your music, but how do you define your music? How do you see yourself as a musician? How do you see yourself?
You mean like my style?
In terms of your style, in terms of your work, your songs.
Well, I think that I'm like a mixture of different things, like everybody. And I would define it as folk and pop because my songs tend to be like catchy.
Uh-huh.
And folk because I give a lot of importance to lyrics.
You do?
Yeah, I try to.
You try to. That's good. You see, this is what's beautiful about you, because last time we had a rock band here, and this place was like, oh, well, the music. And tonight I said, oh, this is so nice. This is such a nice feeling, right? A different atmosphere. You're very
calm.
Very calm. What do you do to be so calm? I want some of that.
I'm cold.
You're cold? Oh, you're cold. Do you want a sweater?
That's maybe why.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
Do you want a sweater?
No, it's okay.
Are you sure I can take this coat off?
Okay.
No?
No.
Okay, I just want to double check that you're okay. Okay, so let's have you singing.
Sure.
We can do that now. You can just, as far as I'm concerned, you can get up, take a walk just behind the cameras. And if you block the cameras, we follow you. Just, I love what you're wearing, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I love what you're wearing.
Oh, no, thanks. I won't wear it, no. Thank you.
We're getting the music ready. Thank you, Dean, Lauren. We are getting the music ready. And just look at, just come to the light, right, as well, because we need to see your face and your beautiful body.
I don't need to take this dog home. Feed him lice, and popcorn. For you and the rest to see that I'll never fit in society. So oh please give me 6 strings to sing my song and make my life seem beautiful. No missing piece from my jigsaw will ever make me feel bored. I don't need to walk down the aisle dressed in white, say I do and smile, to feel like a bee in the sea, trying to escape reality. So oh please give me 6 strings to sing my song and make my life seem beautiful. No missing piece from my jigsaw will ever make me feel bored. Take a look around, everybody's blinded by gold. People hating their souls, yet looking for love. Dressed in masks and disguises, nowhere to go.